Dangerous stunts the CHP has labeled just plain driving stupid. Officers have been busy busting reckless drivers. The latest we showed you live at the top of our 10 p.m. news last night in Rio Linda when a car slammed through a home, barely missing the woman inside. Tonight we dig into a curious connection between these types of reckless driving and the pandemic.
CBS 13's Marissa Perlman is in Sacramento tonight getting answers.
The home where a car went through this elderly woman's home already boarded up just one day later. CHP says speed is being investigated as a factor in this crash. But neighbors who live in this area say sideshows and people driving around doing donuts in this neighborhood is common. Even the evidence here on the same block of last night's crash. It's a familiar sound to Rio Linda neighbors, screeching wheels on pavement.
We get a lot of that. Like almost every weekend, it's happening.
But I see a lot of cars speeding.
Dangerous driving caught on camera. Here, a Sacramento State student left with a brain injury after being hit by a car at this sideshow. Neighbors say it's a familiar sight.
I can hear them at least once every weekend. You know, in the middle of the night, sometimes early in the morning.
A rise in reckless driving reported in Rio Linda in just the past few weeks. The latest just last night after a speeding car crashed into a house. The driver abandoned the car and took off running.
We're, near the road and everything, so it's pretty scary for the kids.
But some neighbors say this driving stupid trend has soared during the pandemic. With kids cooped up inside, the tire marks on their streets are not going away anytime soon.
These are kids. They're bored.
So is the uptick of reckless driving because of the pandemic? CHP says no, calling it a seasonal trend. They respond to more dangerous driving during the spring and summer months. But for families who live where reckless driving is their reality, they're hoping for more enforcement to stop these wheels from spinning. Thankfully, the woman who lives in this house was not hurt during last night's crash. CHP says it could have ended much worse, and tonight they're still looking for the driver who left their car at the scene of the crash.